New at 6 tonight, testimony began today in the trial of Tony Balcom. He's accused of aggravated manslaughter in the death of 3-year-old Enrique Evans. The child died in January 2023 after ingesting a fatal dose of fentanyl while in Balcom's care. The first officer on scene took the stand this morning and described finding the child unresponsive on the living room floor. That was followed by some emotional testimony from Balcom's roommate, who called 911 and tried to resuscitate the child the morning he died. The roommate testified that Balcom sold drugs out of the apartment, including to Enrique's mother, Cameron Evans. Both Balcom and Evans were charged in Enrique's death. Evans was convicted of aggravated manslaughter earlier this month and is set to be sentenced on the 27th. Testimony in Balcom's trial is expected to continue tomorrow, and a verdict could come as early as tomorrow afternoon.